Man, first off, I appreciate Shane for giving the harsh truth of what all athletes go through
Mm.
post career. We all go through it. And I don't think a lot of athletes have outlets that they feel safe with expressing these emotions of, oh, snap, it's over. I was sharing with a friend recently, and he asked me to make a call on his behalf. And it was hard for me to text this back, but I think he needed to be told this. And it wasn't what I said, it was the intentions of why I said it. And I shared with him, I'm saying, bro, what if I told you it's over? Oh man, my whole career, bro, like I've always proved people wrong. Yeah, but bro, you 31 now. You 32. You're still relatively young. And you think all you are is just a football player and that's your impact to society, but bro, no, you're looking at it wrong. Look at what football has taught you. Look at what basketball has taught you. Look at what baseball has taught you. Look at what your sport has taught you and implement that in your everyday life. Some of those things that you look around the studio today that we implement as a team, unity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great energy around,
For sure.
you know, um, it's certain things that you can be your own chaplain to your own environment. And is it hard? Absolutely. I think the thing that they don't tell you this, that you need the most as a pedestrian in regular life is your routine. Every
Mm.
time people ask me, say, Cam, bro, like I love your content. Like, how do I get in bro, I'm an open book. And I'm literally that person that's like, I show everything to, especially athletes, because yeah, are you gonna make $700,000 in a week? Are you gonna make 1.1 in a week? Are you gonna make that in a whole year doing content? Yeah, you can, but guess what? That you're not giving yourself the understanding to that comes with it. You've dedicated your whole life to becoming the best football player that you possibly can be, basketball player, athlete that you could possibly be. It's going to take that same type of transverse energy to use that with content, with your day-to-day life, becoming a lawyer, becoming a businessman, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a businesswoman. And it's not going to be easy. The same as it wasn't easy for you to dominate or to be good at your sport. And when I hear Shane Battier talk about this is all I've known for 30 years, I really want people to understand that. It's like, bro, I've been playing the game of football since I was 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's all I knew. Hit the line. Somebody telling me to do that. Hey, man, you know, we got team meetings at this time. Like, it was literally like a list like this where you just go off of and say, okay, cool, boom, I got this. All right, boom. Every single part of my day was geared towards being the best football player that I possibly can be, even
For
in the
sure.
off season. And yet, when that's stripped away, in some cases, in most cases, everybody's not going to be a Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to be a LeBron James.
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to be a Brett Favre.
Michael Jordan.
Like, bro, those are one in a million type of athletes that get to dictate to franchises to say, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need the game.
Most of the time it's I'm good. I'm good enough to
No,
play.
I'm still good. I'm
Yeah.
still good. Give me an opportunity. No, it don't always work out like that. And I think the competitive nature of that athlete takes it personal, so
Yeah.
much so that when you hear words like, I became cynical, I became angry, I alienated myself, I pushed loved ones away. Those things are real emotions that I wouldn't even say athletes do not have the right resources. More so, we don't always use the resources that we have. This is the hardest thing for an athlete to say, but the most courageous thing to say. Hey, man, I need help.
Yeah.
I need help, bro. Like, help me. Man, find your tribe, bro. I always say this. Find your tribe. Find the people that you respect enough that you reach out to and say, hey, dog, like, man, help me out with this.
Yeah.
There's individuals now that's in my life that, bro, I love giving back to. Man, shout out to my dog, Jamie, Leonard Johnson. Man, shout out to my dog, Lewis Murphy. Man, shout out to my dog, Bubba Caldwell. Guys who may not have my platform, but they have my resources because of the things that I tell them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even with you, Peg, I see a situation, it's like, bro, you have this expectation, but people don't know what comes with that all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they look at me now forgetting what I was. And it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because even prepping for this show, we had things on the outline that we could potentially talk about people talking about Cam. Hey, man, you went viral this week because somebody said this about you and Jalen Hurts and not putting respect. I don't care. Because the thing that puts me at ease is knowing that when I played this game, I gave it everything.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to play long. Man, Mike Shula, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach at South Carolina. He was one
South
of my,
Carolina?
if not my favorite coach.
You said South Carolina.
At University of South Carolina.
Oh.
That's where he's at now. And we had this conversation, and he was the person who made it an emphasis. Him and Ken Dorsey made it an emphasis that I learned how to slide.
Yeah, yeah.
Because remember, even when I was at Auburn, I never slid. I would just fall, right? It was a defense mechanism because how I fell, I would always fall into the defender's knees, right? That's how I would protect myself. So if I'm running and I would see somebody about to hit me, I would dive at their knees to take the blow away from them to me more so than me to them. You dig what I'm saying? Coach Shula made it an emphasis that I learned how to slide, but he asked me this question one day. He was like, Cam, it is important that you protect yourself while you're running because you're a franchise quarterback. You need to play for 15 plus years. I'm like, yeah, coach, but honestly, I don't want to play for that long. I'm going to give y'all all I got for while I can. And if it's 15, it's going to be 15. If it's 8, it's going to be 8. If it's 9, 10, but every single time I step on that field, coach, you know I'm going to give you everything. And it ended up being 8 years. You see what I'm saying? 9 years. Where I was like, yo, and you seen that. And what do I get in return? I don't have no regrets to the game. There are certain things, even for you as a close confidant to me, it's like I get to do a show with an individual that literally played the game of football at a high level. Not just in the NFL, not just in college, not just in JUCO, not just in high school, and not just in rec, but like, bro, I've done everything at a high level. That's what was implemented in me. And it started with my father. So now that I take this content serious, I take the things that the game of football has taught me and I implement it now and give that transverse energy to content. I'm extremely intentional. And I have to protect my peace. And I have to protect me because I know when I let you win,
You win.
you win.
Yeah.
And understand, when you win, can't nobody break my bond with you. And understand, I'm used to elite. I do things to dominate. I don't just do things just to do things.
Yeah.
So if it's content that we doing, hey,
Only the best.
it need to be the best. Who's the competition? It's Nightcap. What they doing that we need to implement? If it is what it is, what are they doing that we need to implement? If it's all the smoke, what are they doing that we need to implement? If it's Gil's Arena, what are they doing? If it's the first take, if it's the facility, If that's what people are comparing me to, let's compete.
Yeah.
And that's how I give my energy. So don't think if you're an athlete and you see this, that day is going to come, especially if you're playing the game of football. You can't play this game forever. It's not like tennis. It's not like golf, unfortunately. So my father would always tell me, son, please use the game of football. Do not allow the game of football to use you. And I can honestly tell you, with my feet planted in this God-green earth, that I've used the game of football. And I wring that rag out. Because accolade for accolade, discussion for discussion, I can put at ease, not having to have a rebellious or divisive or a evil spirit in my mind or heart to want to combat anybody that says, oh, Cam wasn't like that. It's all right, bro. Go back and watch the film. But now I can shelve that, Cam, and come to you with the willingness to say, bro, Shane, I know what you're going through, bro. Lord Jesus, I know what you're going through. It's tough. It's hurtful to be a competitor knowing that you still got that burning desire to play. And you ask, or you always ask the question, can you still play? Still to this day. It's like when I work out, when I put the content on my Snapchat and when I put the content on my Instagram, people are like, bro, how much weight you trying to lose? You're like, bro, how much, like, what you getting prepared for? It's like, bro, this is what the game of football has. I only know one way to train.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you about to work out again? Like, bro, I don't know any other way. If I'm looking in the mirror and I don't see my abs, no sculpting, by the way. I believe in work, hard work. Shout out to Auburn. That's in our creed. I believe in work, hard work, every day. That's what Cecil Newton invested in me. That's what Hattie Lou Newton invested in me. Jackie LaVon Newton invested in me. That's what I'm investing in my children. Is it going to be times where you question, like, man, dang, dog, like, are you going to have this spirit of, like, man, vengeance? Yes. But please listen to what Shane Battier is saying. Because athletes around the world, you must understand that your day and your dash for your athletic career is going to come to an end. And I just hope, I really do hope, that you use your resources after you can no longer play, whether willingly or unwillingly, that you can say to yourself, hey, bro, it's over with. Now, how can I turn the page? Because that be the issue. Athletes are not ready to turn the page to live the rest of their lives.
Exactly. All right, so I think that was eloquently put, and I think it's really going to be helpful that you broke it down like that. But I do have two questions, just so it can be crystal clear for an athlete or anybody going through this transition of life. When you talked about the people that you had as you came into this civilian lifestyle, who are the people? Talk about the type of people that you need in your corner, in your circle, that will help this adjustment.
Okay, so it's multitude of people, but I'm going to just give a quick three.
Okay.
And just a spur-of-the-moment question gives a spur-of-the-moment answer. Number one, you need a strategist.
Okay.
Strategist can be a business person in your circle. This is not the person that you invest with. This is not the person that you give money to. This is not the person that I'm telling you to give an opportunity with. This strategist is like, yo, they're in business and they want to direct you in ways to propel your business acumen. They direct you to point you to say, hey, man, go to this seminar. Hey, bro, read this book. Hey, bro, check this out. Because now you're no longer a football player. You're no longer an athlete. You're no longer a basketball player. You can't just go into the facility and have somebody else tell you what you need to do.
Yeah.
There's nobody that's going to give you a game plan now. So now you have to find that game plan in your everyday routine. So for a person that I would deem that you need is a strategist that can help you kind of navigate through this normalcy in the world as a different person or a different version of yourself. The second is identify and give the respect to the person who is doing something that you want to do.
Okay. So a mentor, so to speak?
Yes.
Okay. So a strategist, a mentor.
And what I mean by that is a lot of athletes are getting into podcasting. A lot of athletes are getting into content. Hey, find somebody that you like what they're doing and ask that person the questions.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be somebody younger than you. It may be somebody that's older than you. But somebody that's doing something that you can relate to and say, hey, bro, ask the question.
No.
Like Shannon Sharp would tell you that, bro, I ask him so many questions. Ocho Cinco would tell you, bro, Ocho, you're one of the rare football players that have personality.
Yeah, for sure.
And, bro, you a star. Man, I don't like to do it. Man, bro, you're a star, Ocho. Let's do something together, or I love to see where he's at right now. Mm-hmm. And to see him flourishing now in a way that's Ocho. Ocho gonna talk smack, smoke a cigar, dress up, dress fashion, and talk greasy to every single person. He'll do that with the president.
Facts. Yeah,
that's just who he is.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that he could be himself and people respect it and enjoy it just like anybody else do. Ocho's the same person he was in the locker room.
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas.
Same person.
Like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And the slate of athletes that he have on his team, right? So identify a person, a mentor, that you deem respectful enough that you could say, hey, I like what you're doing, bro. Let me shadow you. Hey, dog, help me out or answer this question for me. And lastly, you need an accountability person.
Mm.
And when I mean accountable, I mean the person that not only can you receive critique from that person, this is also a person that you respect enough to take their advice as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, why are you doing that? All you trying to do is just be another 4th and 1. You ain't going to. Why you doing all that? Shannon Sharp already got, a nightcap. Why are you doing that too? You don't need to do, not them. It's more or less to say, hey, bro, you trying to get in this sports realm? What's going to make your content different than a 4th and 1? What's going to make your content different than a Lou Young show? What's going to make your content different than, All the Smoke, a Pivot?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And oftentimes we give people too much energy that we really won't take their advice from.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're not even living.
We're impacted off the comment that they put under the post, knowing that if we hit their ID and their icon, this is a person that
you don't even want to live their life.
I don't even want to be you.
I wouldn't even switch my hand with you.
I would not.
No.
So those are the 3 people that I would say, in a way, like, bro, it's gonna be a journey.
No. And
I will tell you this in my whole heart of hearts, as a former athlete, it is not going to be easy. No. And not going to be easy is just not something that you can just push through. Not going to be easy in this realm. It's going to be a lot of mental games that you play. And that's what I can't prepare you for. So homeboy, sister, understand that I hope you get guarded up and get ready for the rest of your life. Yeah. And if you haven't learned anything from your sport, understand that dedication that you took in and put in place to be the best that you could, now put that and use that same energy with something else. And I guarantee you'll succeed.
So we got our 3 people, the strategist, the mentor, and the accountability partner or person.
Yes, sir.
And so when you also spoke about resources, use your resources. What are some resources that athletes have when they transition it? When you say use resources, if we can put a name on what a resource is that you can potentially have.
Okay, man, I check my emails on a day-to-day basis, and every time I look at my emails, I'm going to see something from the NFLPA.
Okay.
I'm going to see an email from Tracy Perlman with the NFL that's always doing workshops and always trying to, give legends opportunities to learn and to have access to the brands and the sponsors of the NFL. Those are angels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like use that, and don't take certain things personal. Meaning, when I was playing the game, Deion Sanders was extremely hard on how he critiqued me. I didn't take that personal. I still reach out to him on hey, big bro, like, Prime, man, help me, bro. And he's been a person that has helped me not just professionally, personally. Well, hey, I want to ask, like, I need to talk to you on this type of, because I respect you enough and I really want your advice because I know you went through it. Hey, Shay, hey, bro, dog, Cam, you one of them randoms. If I had that same type of energy to think like, man, he was just doing his job.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith has been a person that critiques all athletes. But every single time I text Stephen A. Smith, he gives me an unbelievable response, an unbelievable teammate to work with. And all these people now in this phase, and that's why when I give my critique of a Paul Feinbaum, I know of Skip Bayless, I know these guys and these individuals, they just have jobs to do. I don't take it personal now. The younger me would have been like, man, it's on site. And I'm still trying to unlearn the habits that being an athlete came with.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing. When I'm getting counsel from, an Amari Collins, head of brand development at NJC Ventures, RJ Mathis, chief of staff of NJC Ventures, Kristen Myers, the president of Iconic Saga. Like, yo, it's not good for the brand. But I also have to remind you guys, it's like, yo, they not saying y'all names.
Yeah.
It's only but so many times that I'm going to allow this particular individual to throw dirt on my name. I can't do that. But are you speaking from the athlete or are you speaking from the businessman?
Yeah, that's true.
Them two different individuals. Because everything that you may think is the right thing to do may not always be good for business, Peggy.
That's true.
Woo!
Come on now.
Woo! Let
Clip
the church
that.
say amen.
Amen.